Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine and today we'll be doing a message for the sign of Cancer. As always, Cancer, all of the readings are timeless, so when the message finds you and resonates, then it is yours at the time in which you find it. Cancer, I have done your spread today with my triple stack deck. It is the Ethereal Visions, the Dreamscape Oracle, and the Luna Tarot, all by Hughes. So you're seeing those in your spread. My kitties are like playing all around the house, so if you hear them, they're little children. So all right, so there's a sense of it's coming through as just like quiet in your reading. It's just everything is very quiet, and I actually thought that I might have to maybe do your reading on another day because it's like there was just nothing that was really coming through other than a sense of like a quiet solitude. It's very interesting. But then of course, you know, everything started to come out and I was like, okay. So Cancer, you might find yourself in a place where you're like isolating. Maybe you're isolating yourself, or perhaps not in a sense of like isolation, but you're just trying to find like some what's coming through is like peace of mind. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have a Death Mother. This is really interesting because it's like I just said that you're trying to find some peace of mind. And this is kind of like the Death Mother to me is, well, it's kind of the opposite of peace of mind. So the underlining energy here is actually, it's like, it's coming through as kind of like an overwhelm of messages, an overwhelm of like voices that are speaking directly to you. So and because it's the Death Mother, I often see this as like listening to music, like listening to you know, just having earphones in and listening to whatever music you're listening to, and then that it's like every single song that you're listening to, it's like you're tuning into it and there's a specific message that is making itself known. It's making its presence. It's like it feels as though someone's talking directly to you. And because it's the underlining energy, and because you're also trying to find peace of mind, it's like you're going to music to find that stillness, to kind of calm your mind down. But when you go there, it's like you're still being it's very extreme, like bombarded with messages. So something's trying to communicate to you. All right, so on the split, we have the Selkie. I'm just laughing here because it's like something's trying to communicate you, and it's like the bridging energy is what is trying to communicate to you. So the Selkie is, well, they're from another realm. The Selkie it's coming through as like some type of like a consciousness that is making the trek to cross over from different realms to communicate with you. Because the Selkie, she exists in the water realm, but she can also, she has like a shape-shifting ability that allows her to move between the water realm into like the earth realm. So that's what this is. It's like there is a consciousness that is wanting to communicate to you, and they're doing so through this through music. They're doing it through music. And this is so fascinating because it's Selkie, right? So it's like, it has a lot of semblance to like sirens, you know, and singing and kind of like beckoning you forward to come into their realm. So that's what this is. It's like some consciousness has stepped through into your ears and is like trying to pull you into their realm, which their realm, I want to say, has got to be like the water realm. So the water realm represents like the psyche, the psychic realm. You know, especially with all this, you're hearing a lot. It's got a lot to do with the psychic realm. Okay, so let's see what the overall energy is for you, Cancer. Okay. Got two. Well, two are coming out. One is one is the Tower. And don't be alarmed. This tower actually, because it's docked here, it actually has a message of this is a good tower. But the fascinating part is that I often see this tower as like a radio tower. So we've got a lot of music, listening to the radio. It's like, it feels as though you're searching for peace of mind and you can't find it, you know, and it's like so you decide to listen to music on your playlist, your personal playlist, right? You're getting you're like being bombarded with messages there. Then you, all right, like, it's like you're, okay, let's just listen to the radio. And then, because the radio has a little bit more of a randomness to it. And it's still coming through. That's what the spring is like, it's still coming through. I often talk about the spring card as an energy that is watching over you, and you see how it's like through this, you know, she's sitting at a pool of water, right? So through this watery realm, they're communicating with you through music. So that's really it's fascinating to me. And I don't know, I can't necessarily see if you might just be like, I can't see if you're like scared of it. I don't think it's something that you're scared of. It's just alarming. It's just alarming and really uncanny that every single song that's coming on the radio, coming through your earbuds, is like touching you like a lot. Like it feels as though someone is directly speaking to you. All right, so I believe whatever this is, it's characterized as the Justice card. This is higher truth, higher knowledge, higher. It's like a universal order. Things like that. It's a consciousness that's trying to deliver a message to you about some type of truth. And it could also be something, it's like, it's trying to deliver, you know, especially with the Leo season that we're in, and also kind of the moon that we're going through right now. It's trying to communicate like learning where your where your happiness, where your true sense of happiness resides. If you haven't seen the Leo seasonal reading as well as like the moon readings, definitely check those out. It's been characterized as a thread that's running through the collective right now. And it's been showing up as this justice energy. So it's like this consciousness, whatever this consciousness is, it's presenting itself kind of like to everyone in the collective. And you know, it showed up in Libra as Libra not understanding the impact that they're having, and so this energy was stepping forward to show that their impact actually means something. With Virgo, it was speaking of them finding out that they have like a healing modality that's in their hands. And for you, it's calling you forward into some type of realm that involves like music, or like a musicality, or speaking messages through music, or even just like hearing it. It's like you can, if you were to it's like if you were to sit in meditation trying to find peace of mind, you're putting on music. It's like the music it's coming alive, and you're able to receive a lot of like insight. And whatever this consciousness is, it's absolutely calling you forward, because you're appearing here as the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Justice, this energy here, it's like further out from you. It's not, yes, it's coming through the radio or coming through your playlist, but that's just the signal. That's the signal to get you moving towards their direction, or in their direction. Because the Page of Wands, you're coming through as like someone who's about to embark on a journey, like a road trip, something along those lines. Like you're leaving your home so that you can go travel. It has a sense of travel. So what this is referring to is like they've sent, it's like there's a place, a consciousness, perhaps maybe in a specific place. I'm just looking at all of the cards to make sure this is, yeah, it's in a specific place, because I'm seeing, you know, both the Spring and the Selkie, it's like they're on like islands, or on like a rocky like place in the middle of the water, right? And in order to get there, you have to, it's not on the mainland is what it's referring to. It's in order to get there, you have to travel. You have to travel to the spot where this consciousness resides. And speaking of the water realm, it's like you might have to really go like super deep into this meditation. And it's like you're traversing the psychic realm, the water realm, the telepathic realm, right? In order to receive this signal. But then it's like when you come out of that meditation, it's like you're inspired to go to it's coming through as like a specific place, and it's beckoning you forward. And so you're in this Page of Wands energy. You are, there's a lot of planning that you're doing. It's like you're looking at how far away is this? It's like, okay, I've received this signal, but now how far away is it? How long do I need to be on the road in order to get that? It's like if you have a specific destination and for instance, you're wanting to leave on time, right? You're looking at that destination and you're saying, okay, it's like 4 or 5 hours away. Now I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to leave at this certain time to make it there at this. There's a lot of planning to this, you know, and then also kind of calculating where your stops are going to be, where you're going to be. It's coming through as like a road trip, where you're going to be like getting gas, all of that stuff, right? So there's a lot of planning going into this endeavor, right? There's a sense that you don't actually necessarily know what you're getting into. You just heard the signal, right? So you heard the call for you to come, and so you're just coming, but you don't, there's something in it that's like you don't necessarily know exactly what it's going to look like or how it's going to pan out, that whole type of thing. So, and because of that, it's like you're running into this energy here, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is talking about you wondering if this entire trip that you're about to go on is like worth it? Is it worth it to go? Because perhaps maybe like money, the amount of money that you have is in the forefront of your mind, especially with all of the pentacles. It's like if you were to go on this trip, you might be like wiping your bank account. You might be starting at like, you might be starting at 0. You see what I'm saying? So it seems as though there are, in this plan, there are some obstacles that you're going to be facing. But just like with the Virgo reading that came before you and the other ones, this Seven of Pentacles has been talking about how whatever this investment is in of yours, traveling, going to this place, it's going to be so worth it. It's going to be so worth it. And that's the thing, is like you can't see in this present moment while you're planning that it is going to be worth it. But you definitely can hear the call, right? You're hearing it multiple times. You're hearing the signal. You know that you have to go. There's a lot of desire to want to go. You know, it's the Selkie, right? So she's like hypnotic. It's an energy that like pulls you in. It's pulling you in. There's something about it that you can't resist. You can't resist it. And so you're going forward, right? But when you meet these obstacles here, I want to say that it seems to me that you have a lot of passion. You feel the pull. The only thing that's really of your concern is like a financial concern for you. It's kind of making me feel as though like, okay, so if there's someone who's singing out, right? They're calling, it's like they're beckoning people into a specific place. You're having to travel to that place and plan out your trip. It's like, it feels as though you might be like seeing someone like in concert or something like that. Because, you know, at the end of your reading, we have the Three of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is like, these are the singers, right? These are the ones that are calling you forward. It's coming through as like some type of event where there's a lot of like music. It could be a festival, it could be a concert, it could be something in that realm, right? And whatever is driving you there, it's like, yes, there is the there's the excitement of wanting to go see whoever this is that is performing, but there's also like this other level to it, this other like watery psychic realm level to it, that there's something in the music that is, it seems as though it's like opening up your clairaudience, like it's opening up your ability to hear like the spaces in between the music. It's like there's, in the music, there's something inside of it. There's some type of there's something in there. I'm trying to feel out what that is. I think for you, it's going to take a little bit of, and that's what the justice energy is talking about here. It's going to take a little bit of discernment as to what exactly you're hearing, because whatever this is, it seems like it's just now coming online for you. So it's like it's going to take like a little bit of practice, if you will. So there's a lot here at the end, which was talking about you being, about the finances being a concern for you. And there's, because you're being called to this place, because there's like an orchestration, right, that's happening for you. There's like, that this part of the planning, the worrying is like, it's not necessary. I know, I'm sorry, that's like really hard to hear, but like, it's really like, it's kind of, well, it's bringing the energy down of your excitement in going. There's also kind of like a don't worry about it, because your friends are going to help. So you're not in this alone. You're going with other people. And all of these people here are going, it's like they're going to be contributing to whatever trip this is, 2222. So what that is referring to, that's a lot of twos. So what that's referring to is that, like, be open to receiving their help. You know, if they want to help financially, let them help financially. So, you know, don't this part right here is just kind of like, that's where you're going to find the peace of mind. This is what's interrupting your peace of mind, is like a practical focus on the finances. It's like, don't worry, it's all going to work out. Your friends here are here to help you with that. And also, it's like they're going to bring a lot of joy with them, you know? They're it's like they're bringing the energy. They're going to bring your vibe up, is what it's referring to. And yeah, so enjoy wherever you're going. There's something in it. It's calling you forward. There's something in the music that is calling you forward. It's really interesting. All right, so Cancer, if you found that this reading resonated with you, the extended is in the description box, and I'll be pulling some more cards. I'll see you there. And if not, have a good one.